Hi there, this is Catherine from Kika Training, and today I wanted to read you a little passage from a book I'm currently reading, Maverick by Ricardo Semler, which is about this guy, Ricardo Semler, who inherited his father's company, Semco, a very successful manufacturing company in Brazil, and possibly due to the fact that Ricardo, when he took over, changed the way that he worked with his employees, giving them more trust and freedom and accountability and responsibility to take over more decisions and just be innovative, really. And this passage is actually about how they changed or traded restricting rules for common sense. Where did all these rules come from anyway? They were, I suppose, an unhappy byproduct of corporate expansion. How does an industrial giant act as it grows? First, management concludes that a company cannot depend on individuals. After all, they have personalities and finite lifespans. A corporation is supposed to be impersonal and eternal. Next thing you know, committees and task forces and working groups are spewing out procedures and regulations and stomping out individuality and spontaneity. In their quest for law, order, stability, and predictability, corporations make rules for every conceivable contingency. Policy manuals are created with the idea that if a company puts everything in writing, it will be more rational and objective. Standardizing methods and conduct will guide new employees and ensure that the entire company has a single cohesive image. And so it became accepted that large organizations could not function without hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of rules. Sounds sensible, right? And it works fine for an army or a prison system, but not, I believe, for a business. And certainly not for a business that wants people to think, innovate, and act as human beings whenever possible. All those rules cause employees to forget that a company needs to be creative and adaptive to survive. Rules slow it down. Without rules, all answers are suggested by common sense. No, I can't define what common sense is, but I know it when I hear it. With few exceptions, rules and regulations only serve to divert attention from a company's objectives, provide a false sense of security for executives, create work for bean counters, teach men to stone dinosaurs, and start fires with sticks. So there we have it. To be adaptable, which we all hope finally realize is the thing we need to do as businesses, as people, because that's how we survive. You need to give employees more freedom and trust and responsibility to make decisions that are good for your customers, good for your suppliers, and good for your business. And with that, I'll leave you and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.